Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Hakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayash Kabar from the GMS Virginia camp coming at you with another lesson that I pray that you find edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. And yeah, bros, I mean, there's a lot of beautiful women out there. There's a lot of attractive women out there that, some bros want, you know, um, and even men of the world have gone after beautiful women such as this, but what we're finding out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is that a lot of these women are not righteous. King Solomon was a wise king, and what he said was, out of 1,000 men he found one righteous, but out of 1,000 women he found none. And us in this truth understand these things, and we pray unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that we fall not away, after these women, because a lot of great men have fallen for women. And in this truth, the only woman that we should be seeking after every day and loving every day is Sophia. She has directed our paths unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and she continues to do so just so long as you acknowledge her, as long as you don't have that malicious spirit within you, she'll dwell within you, and she won't leave you. Unlike a lot of these women, a lot of these women in the world pride themselves on their beauty. They pride themselves, they pride themselves on their visual assets, albeit their hair, their eyelashes, their lips, their asses, their small waist and, slender look or whatever, what I'm saying, that, these women try to utilize to their advantage in this world, but during the time of Jacob's trouble, a lot of these beautiful women who have once prided themselves on their beauty is going to realize that beauty that has gotten them over and has gotten them assets and riches on this side is going to be a bane against them. Their beauty during the time of Jacob's trouble is going to be something that a lot of these women are going to wish that they never had. So don't find it crazy when you start to see a lot of these beautiful women try to dog themselves up, to look less attractive during the time of Jacob's trouble, because it's going to be something that a lot of these women are going to wish that they never had. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some very attractive women out there. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of attractive women out there, and each man has his own way that he views a woman to be attractive. Me, myself, I like a natural looking woman with natural beauty. I don't like all that makeup. I don't like the eyelashes. I don't like the expensive garbs, and I just like a woman to look beautiful naturally without putting anything on. That's just my taste. Other brothers, on the other hand, might like a woman that has a little lipstick or, a little whatever, you know what I'm saying? But me, I just like a natural woman. And in that, to me, I think those type of women who are naturally who are, who are naturally beautiful, are gonna have the hardest problems. The big, the biggest problems during the time of Jacob's trouble. Because let's not get it twisted. A lot of these women out there today who put makeup on do such because of their flaws. You know, a lot of women try to hide their flaws behind makeup. Well, when makeup ceased to be a thing, you know, during the time of Jacob's trouble, oh, I feel, boy, I don't know why I'm yawning so much, but during the time of Jacob's trouble, those women who used to put on makeup, you know, their real beauty is going to show, you know. Some of them are beautiful, who wear makeup that don't need it, who have been confused into thinking that they need it, but a lot of them who wear makeup actually look like shit, you know, trying to cover up blemishes and shit, But to the Israelite women, hey man, everything that you prided yourself on this side is going to be turned to nothing during the time of Jacob's trouble. I was having a conversation with this ninja woman at the plantation. This woman's a nuisance. She is irritating to me. You know what I'm saying? Because here it is, you got a grown woman acting like a little fucking kid. And that's irritating to me. But then again, a lot of these women are kids, who actually need to be led as kids. But nonetheless, I'm not really holding a conversation with this woman. She's just talking. So, and what she tried to do was throw up a insult, which in fact it wasn't really an insult to me, but the way that she put it was like an insult. So me being the way that I am, I turned and I looked at her and I said, "What are you gonna do when they shut the lights off in this bitch?" Well, I ain't use no cuss words and not like that, but I turned to her and I looked at her and I said, "What are you gonna do when there's no food to eat? What are you gonna do when they shut the lights off in this thing?" And she looked at me in my face with a straight face, bro, and was like, "Do you know what I got in my pants?" And when she said that, I was like, that's a sentiment a lot of women are gonna have. A lot of these women are gonna have that sentiment of thinking that what they got in their pants is gonna be an asset that's gonna help them during the time of Jacob's trouble. When in fact, again, that's gonna be something that's gonna be utilized against them. And when she said that, I looked at her, and I didn't say anything because I was at the plantation and I didn't want to say too much. Next to I'm up at fucking human resources or some old dumb shit. So, but in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, a lot of these men are thinking the same thing about you. Do you know what I got in my pants, to you women? And quite honestly, a lot of these women that actually think that way are going to be had in derision. A lot of these women who actually think that their features is going to be something that's going to get them through Jacob's trouble, you know? So I'm going to break out a few scriptures and go into this a little more. The book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 2. Give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. Don't give these women your worth. Don't give these women assets to your asset. You know what I'm saying? Well, how should I put it? Don't give these women the authority to have access to your assets. That's it. Because the only thing she's going to do is either take it from you, destroy it, or either, allows someone else to steal it from you. Don't give these women room to come against you. To have you with derision. That's not a wise thing to do, especially during these times. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be very circumspect on how you deal with these women. You know what I'm saying? Because pillow talk have actually destroyed a lot of fucking kingdoms. You know, pillow talk has gotten them, a lot of men hurt. You know what I'm saying? And you know, don't fall victim to those things. You know, because quite honestly, we're in a time where, you know, a lot of these people that we're dealing with, especially these women who walk hand in hand with Esau Edom, you know, could very well turn against you during the time of Jacob's trouble. You know, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua has and will put that spirit of division out there at a more higher level. You know, so with us in this truth, acknowledging that fact, you know, don't lose fact over the fact that you know, don't give thy soul unto a woman. You know, don't have her destroy who you are. Don't give them that much power over you the way a simpleton would. You know, here it is. You know, a woman could talk a lot of shit and then have to reap the benefits of her disrespect, you know, by another man or to another man, and next thing you know, you got some simple nigga stepping in talking about don't hit her, you know. That could be my mother. You simple nigga, is that your mother? You know, I can understand you doing what you need to do for your mother, you know, but is that your mother? You don't even know this woman's name, you know, and that's why a lot of these jakes, you know, who have been raised by these women are going to be destroyed during the time of Jacob's trouble, because they actually think that they have to destroy these women who afterwards won't even give a shit about them. A lot of these women actually think that it is your duty to protect them. That was the mindset of a lot of these women for a very long time. Here it is, a woman could turn around and disrespect you to your fucking face and then do some more crazy shit to get themselves in trouble and then turn around and look at you like it's your obligation to protect them. What? But there's a lot of simple niggas that's gonna have that mindset is of protect these women at all costs. No, nigga. Nah, not at all. I ain't protecting no woman who's not in order. Crazy? You know? You know what I'm saying? Because if my own mother isn't in order and committing wickedly, you know, what you gonna do about that? So a lot of these women, man, use you know, their assets and their beauty, you know what I'm saying, to get what they want. You know, and in the time of Jacob's trouble, it ain't gonna count for shit. I'm gonna jump down to verse 8 in the book of Sirach, chapter 9. And verse 8 reads, turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. Yeah, don't look upon her beauty, you know, because beneath that fucking skin could be a ravaging fucking demon, you know, who is just looking for a nigga that she could break apart and destroy, you know, and you could very well be her prey just because you fell for the looks of a woman, you know. You didn't even read the spirit of this demon. Here it is, you know, you going to the club, you know, enjoying yourself or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and you run across this woman who's at the bar, you know, and you try to strike a conversation, and this witch turns around and looks at you and say, don't talk to me unless you're gonna buy me a drink. What? And then a simple nigga actually go out and buy her a drink, you know, to hold a conversation with her. Now what you've done was actually you actually fell for her shit. You know what I'm saying? In her mind, she's saying, yeah, okay, I got a drink out of this stupid ninja. Let me see what else I can get. You know? Marvel not at these things, bros, you know, because there's a lot of simple men out there that will fall for wicked women. You know, and count yourself blessed if you're a man who Yahweh Shem Yahushua have allowed you to get away from a wicked woman. You know, count that as a lesson. Count that as something to store in your mental Rolodex as the things that have grieved you during that relationship. Me, myself, I was married for over 30 years to a demon. And for some reason, bro, I just couldn't see her demonship. You know, I couldn't see the demons that she was engulfed with, you know, until I came into this truth and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. I walked in the bedroom one day and, you know, I didn't knock or anything like that. I just walked in the bedroom, you know, because it is my house. I walked in the bedroom and this witch was on the edge of the bed. And I kid you not, bro, you know, when I walked in the room, I saw a demon hovering against her. Well, hovering over her. And and when my eyes focused in deeper on the demon hovering over over her, the demon just absorbed itself in her. And I was like, oh shit. But I didn't say, oh shit. I walked in the room like, did I just see what the fuck I saw? And I said what I said and I left. But I never forgot that, you know? So a lot of these women have played with demons, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of these women use that beauty bullshit as an enchantment for simple men. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai says in verse 8, turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman. You know, don't let that enchantment, you know, get you hemmed up. And look upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, wherewith love is kindled as a fire. You know, a lot of jakes confuse the attention that a beautiful woman gives you or gives them with love. Nah, not at all. You know, the attention that a beautiful woman might give a Jake is just enough attention to keep that nigga right where he's at for her to do what she do. Especially if it's a simple nigga that is able to provide with no argument. That in itself is the best simpleton a woman can actually have. The man that she could turn around and do whatever she want to do to, and there's no repercussions behind it. You know? All because she's beautiful, you know? And those are the fucking worst. Those are the well, let me rephrase that. Those could be the fucking worst. Because I've run into a couple of beautiful women, like straight up naturally beautiful women who are humble as shit. But, you know, that was it for me. I dead-eyed that shit because I'm like, yeah, you're beautiful, but at some point your ass is gonna turn into a fucking witch. You know, I dead-eyed that shit. I'm like, I can't fuck with you. You know? So don't fall for, you know, a beautiful woman, especially during the time of Jacob's trouble, because you're gonna have a lot of women competing for your protection during that day. You know, and I'm talking to the elect men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. There's gonna be a lot of women competing for your protection in the time of Jacob's trouble. And one of those things that a lot of women are going to try to utilize is their beauty above other women. You know, women like to compete against each other, you know what I'm saying, to see what they can do above the woman before them or above all, you know. So if a beautiful woman amongst, you know, a batch of beautiful women presents herself to you, you know, don't fall for that shit. Don't fall for the, you know, flag light eyebrows and the, you know, clear skin and the, you know, somewhat, you know, beautiful natural hair. Don't fall for that shit. Don't fall for that shit. Because, as I said earlier, King Solomon said it the best. Out of 1,000 men, he found one righteous, but out of 1,000 women, he found none. You know? So if there's no righteous women, don't fall for that shit, bro. You know? And also, don't lose fact of the fact that a lot of these women aren't going to be saved because you love them. Nah, not at all. The scriptures say a lot of these women should be saved in childbearing. A lot of these women are just going to be saved just to bring back the kingdom. Bring back the nation. Well, not bring back the kingdom, but bring back the nation. So love is out the fucking question. You know what I'm saying? And don't fall for that shit. A woman like to give a man, oh, you don't love me. No, I don't. I don't. I love Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Now I might have some some type of feelings for you, some deep affection for you, but I don't love you, you know, because my love is for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I follow his laws, statutes, and commandments and to the best of my ability. You should be in love with me to follow my laws and my statutes. It don't work the other way around. I love Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I might have feelings for you. You, on the other hand, should love me to follow my laws, my statutes and commandments, which is in league with the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know, this kingdom has got shit backwards, whereas a man has to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of a woman, a wicked woman at that, because there's none righteous among them. It's crazy. But during the time of Jacob's trouble, it's all going to be brought out in the wash, So I'm going to get an incident out of the book of First Esdras, chapter 4, and I'm going to start at verse 25, because beautiful women are able to do certain things, even unto kings and men, period. So I'm going to grab this little incident that happened. The book of First Esdras, chapter 4, verse 25. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than mother or father. And again, a man that loves his wife isn't following her laws, statutes, and commandments. No, that's not it. This is dealing with the affection that a man has towards his woman. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. And that's what these simpletons these days have become. They've gone out of their wits for these women who are beautiful and became their servants. And that's not the way it should be. Because those type of men get ran over by women, but we are not like those men. We are not in this world, although we use this world, but not abuse it. We get what we need and we get out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You do what you need to do, during the times that you need to do it, and then you just get the hell out of the world. In other words, we need to work in order to eat. We need to do the laborious things that this world requires in order to live. So you might get up at 6 a.m, prepare for work, travel into work at your job, you know what I'm saying? And then at the end of work, you go home and you just chill, you know what I'm saying? You get into scriptures, you read your lessons, or you do your lessons, you read other brothers' lessons, whatever it is that you do. But once you are done, using the world, get the hell out of it, get the hell out of it. Don't don't sit back and wait for Friday to turn around, to get out of the world and throw in your clubbing clothes and hit the clubs and shit on Friday, every fucking Friday. Don't do that. Don't look forward, to going to the club every fucking week. Don't do that. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a balance with this thing. It's okay to go to, a bar and drink or whatever and, do what you need to do, to vent, but don't make yourself, a commoner in this world. Is my point. So, yeah. There be many that have run out of their wits for women and became servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women. A lot of men have died for women, bro. A woman could turn around and sleep with you on Monday and then set you up, to hurt somebody that you don't even know on Tuesday. All because that witch done gave up the box and you fell simp to her ways. You ran out of wits because a beautiful woman you know, in your eyes, gas your light, gas your ass up. You know, a lot of men have died for women. A lot of these women, bro, they carry diseases and shit in the flesh. You know that, the attitudes that they have is a fucking disease. You know, stay away. Look, bro, stay away from that woman that don't know how to shut the fuck up. You know, don't even deal with those loud mouth women, those clamorous women that think that their voice need to be heard or think that they can't be touched. Stay away from those women because those type of women will get your ass fucking hurt. Those type of women to get your ass deleted. And a lot of men have erred. A lot of men have fell out of the truth for the women. A lot of these men have actually done some foolish things for women, whereas we sit back and we say, "What?" But bros know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure that we know some brothers that have done some things for women where, we'll sit back and say, "Yo, bro, you going off." You know? Verse 28. And now, do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yeah, the king is great in his power. Amongst men, the king don't fuck around. A king send out a decree, and all men ought to follow that decree. And if you don't follow that decree, then the king will put his hands on your ass, to take care of it so that next time to follow that decree. And I'll go on. Yet did I see him and at a pain, the king's concubine, the daughter of the Admiral Baracus, sitting at the right hand of the king and taking his crown from the king's head. Yeah, here it is. A woman can do some devilish shit. A woman can do some shit that men can't. Two powerful men. So here it is. You have a woman removing the crown off of a king's head. Meanwhile, you let a Jake do that shit to a king. A king will turn around and look at you, nigga, are you crazy? Off with his head, But I'll go on. And taking the crown from the king's head and setting it upon her own head. And a prideful woman would do that. A prideful, beautiful woman would do that. She also struck the king with her left hand. Yeah, so here it is. You have an instance where you have a woman remove the crown from a king's head and put it on her head and then turn around and hit the king. What? And yet, for all this, the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter that she might be reconciled to him again. So here it is. A beautiful woman can sit there and take the crown off of a king's head, smite the king, and then laugh at the nigga to have himself laugh at himself. All of this for a woman. So if a woman could do that to a king, imagine what a woman can do to you simple jakes. That's why we are not to fall for the beauty of a woman, because there's going to be some women that's going to turn unto the men of Yahabash and Yahushai. And there's going to be some women that's going to use their beauty or try to use their beauty as an advantage above other women. Don't fall for that shit. Don't fall for that shit. Stay in the spirit. Be circumspect. Be circumspect. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these women are going to get it. So let me see if I want to read on. Yeah, I'm going to read a little more. In verse 33, O ye men, how can it be but a woman should be strong, seeing they do this? Yeah, a woman is very powerful, bro. Especially a very beautiful woman. Look at Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great was beautiful in the world. You know, here it is. This place was like the place where all men wanted to visit, and all men wanted to get her for pleasures, and all men wanted to be a part of her, be married to her. All nations actually bowed down and listened to her. All men thought that this was the woman who was girded in purple garments, the most beautiful woman in the world. But meanwhile, once they got down and started looking at the mindset of this demon, they realized that, hey, although she's beautiful and mighty at that, she is not for us. We have erred in our ways. You know, Babylon the Great has done that to nations because they looked upon the beauty of this place with its Hollywood and its monetary system and its military might. You know, a lot of nations said, yeah, that is the perfect model. Meanwhile, it it actually destroyed them. They have erred, and now they're angry. Well, when the man looks upon a beautiful woman and he errs, you know, because he went off for that beautiful woman, now he's angry because now that beautiful woman done moved on and found another lover. Well, the natural woman is no different, bro. It's no different. There are similitudes in the scriptures that bring you right back to reality. You know, and we of the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai should not be ignorant of these things. Don't fall for a beautiful woman. And quite honestly, you know, and this is just me speaking as a man, you know, I think if bros don't have women, don't find a woman and it's time to be your wife. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these women are going to turn into liabilities. They don't have the strength or the fortitude, you know, to, you know, in my opinion, you know, and this is just me speaking as a man, a lot of these women don't have that strength that we have. They don't have the faith that we have. And actually, that's not even me speaking as a man. You know, that's just me speaking as a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. A lot of these women haven't been gifted with, you know, the gifts that we have been gifted with. You know, and you gotta be real circumspect of these women during these times, because a lot of these women are gonna get a lot of men fucked up. A lot of these women are gonna get men killed. What was I at? In verse 33, I guess I end up at 33 with this. And it reads, then the king and the princes looked upon another, and he began to speak of the truth. Yeah, so when this shit was going down, you know, at the end of the saying, you know, everybody looked at one another and were like, damn, that is the truth. It did happen, or it is happening. You know, a woman can bring down a powerful nation, and a woman can destroy a powerful man, but a woman can destroy a simple nigga. Let me see what else I want to get. You know, I think the point's been made. You know, I don't want to beat it to death. Let me see. Yeah, Khan, you know, I'll end up on this because a lot of men have been destroyed for women. So the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 11, behold, I come quickly. Yeah, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, or Yahushai is coming quickly. You know, hold that fast with thou hast. Yeah, hold that fast with thou hast. You know, that no man take thy crown. And what I mean by this is let no man take your crown, and don't let no woman take your crown. Don't fall out of this truth for a woman. Don't be destroyed for a woman. You know, and during the time of Jacob's trouble, don't think that a woman's gonna, you know, be in your corner. You know, because even to those brothers who shall have what Isaiah 4:1 is talking about, you know, in that day a man shall have 7 women, you know, to that brother, don't 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 be dismayed over the fact that, yeah, you may have a lot of women in that day, but those women are not for you. Understand that those women, need you for their protection. They don't love you. Those women are with you only to be protected. Because if they loved you, they would have sought you early. You know, when in fact during the time of Jacob's trouble, they're seeking you because they're fearful. You know, and so with that, I like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kodash.